Good morning, it's January the 6th, and it's a Friday, so I'll be heading around the lake. Sunrise is at 8:58 this morning, so that's a little less than an hour from now. Should get just about around before the sun actually comes up this morning. So it'll start in the dark anyway. It's about minus 17, just above 0 Fahrenheit. Still lots of hoarfrost around, a little bit of fresh snow overnight, so definitely in the bleak midwinter here. Right at 8 o'clock, so the traffic is starting to jump. I think I'll be covering my face here, I can already tell. So I hope my voice isn't too muffled. I have to keep an eye on the focus. Sometimes it doesn't like the dark and it gets out of focus. So if you see anything and you happen to be watching live, let me know. So I haven't done any work yet today, so nothing to talk about there. Got publishing and writing and all the usual stuff. Nothing too special, just various tasks that I'm juggling. Looks like we got even more hoarfrost overnight. Must have been foggy again. Maybe it still is. This is probably the earliest I've gotten out to start walking this winter. It's quite pretty, even, or maybe especially because it's still dark with the street lights and the frost. It's very, very wintry. Get those trees. It's kind of pretty with the way the light, and that might be my thumbnail this morning. Let's see. Long way to go yet. I've only just begun my walk. When I get back, looks like I should scrape a little snow off the sidewalk again. More like brushing it, it's very light and fluffy. Whatever little bit of snow we've had since the last time I brushed the sidewalk, which was just yesterday. Nothing falling right now. Unless it's me, if I'm not careful. Duck under there. Can't quite clear it. Very, very pretty. For the third day in a row, hoarfrost. Now this weekend, I think it's supposed to go all the way up to -3, so this will mostly fall off the trees in that kind of temperature, especially if the sun's out. Albert Street, of course. You go under it, through the tunnel. There is a wind, so I think I made the right choice covering my face. may have made the wrong choice in not wearing long underwear, but we'll survive. Once the graffiti started to hit the artwork, there's no turning back. Someone's already been along here. How about the footprints? Oh, it is foggy. Okay, well, let's see what we see as we walk in these very different conditions. Those bright lights over there is the outdoor skating rink that we've been seeing them build the last couple of Fridays I came by here. Just make sure I'm focused on the distance there. It's very mysterious here this morning, doesn't it? You can see where we have hoarfrost. The dam is under there that makes the lake. This is the dam that makes the lake. You can just kind of see the legislative building through the fog up there. I don't think I'll walk up to it this time. I'm going to stick to the lake shore. Fingers getting cold, switch hands. There's a bit of a wind, so the wind chill is well sub-zero Fahrenheit. Probably minus 10 or something Fahrenheit wind chill. There's nobody on the rink, but it's there, and it's lit up, so you could be out there if you wanted to be. This time of morning. Just after 8 a.m. here. Will we run into anybody? I bet you we do. In fact, I'll bet you we run into somebody walking a dog. It's very rare not to. Like, I don't know if I've ever done a walk where I didn't run into somebody walking a dog. There you go, the rink on Wascana, it says, on the boards on the opposite side. And Frost is an outdoor winter festo that's coming up. There's the ledge and the fog. Like I said, I think I'll just go around the lake today. But we'll get a better view of it up here. Me rider, don't try. There she blows. For some reason the dome's not particularly well lit. The Christmas lights are already gone, so I never did get a view of the Christmas lights. The rink. This is the where you put on your skates, I guess. Tie your skates here, it says. Warming shed. Look, there's even a porta potty. Doesn't that look inviting in these temperatures? Don't know if that's for skaters or for the people that were putting up the rink. That wind is indeed fairly sharp this morning. Long underwear would not have gone amiss. Oh well, as I keep walking, I won't freeze. It is starting to get a little bit light. Sort of see it's not really as dark as it might be, although hard to be sure because of course with this kind of fog it picks up the city lights and diffuses it. The edge of course is always over there. Funny, it doesn't move. Oh, here comes two people. So I will not be all by myself around the lake this morning. Didn't figure I would be. Morning. And two more people after that. Appear to be avoiding me. So far nobody has said hello, so I don't know if anybody's watching me live or not. But if you are, I hope you're enjoying this early morning walk around Wascana Lake on a hoarfrosty wintry morning. That's how foggy it is. In one foggy wintry eve. Could use a Rudolph. Wind seems to be blowing from the south, which may be an indication of why the temperature is going to go up over the next couple of days. Closer to freezing. Because it's right in my face right now. Along here. Are we at show focus? That's the question. I'd say we had perhaps wandered a bit off of focus. It's hard to be sure. Doesn't focus well in the dark. Also, I hope the battery lasts for the whole walk. Oop. The gimbal suddenly decided it didn't want to swing back around again. There we go. Wherever there's a street light, you can really see the hoarfrost. Change hands again. These gloves are big enough I can curl up my fingers inside them as required. They're pretty warm gloves, but even so, gloves just because they expose your fingers on all sides, never keep your fingers very warm. Mittens are real cold weather wear. I don't have any mittens though. Because I could totally wear them for this kind of thing. They're not much good if you have to do anything with any sort of manual dexterity, but oh, there we go. 2 people, 2 dogs, it looks like. And a jogger behind that, so there's your bingo card filling up. Almost always a jogger. There's always somebody walking a dog, or 2 in this case. Morning. I'll be turning the corner here and heading down the south side of the lake. Kind of a tunnel effect here. Picnic tables and such over there, but not a lot of call for them this time of year. And change again. I'm feeling quite warm whenever I'm out of the wind. Certainly warm enough. And the trees here blocked it a bit. Soon I'll turn and have it behind me. So I turn down the east side of the lake. It's still a little ways up here. And still nobody has said hello this morning. If you're there, say hi. It's possible I've got my comments hidden. That happened to me once before. I thought nobody was watching. In fact, they were. Or people are just watching, don't want to say anything, which is fine too, of course, if that's you. Still glad to have you. Lake is right over there. Another dog. That makes 3 so far, if you're keeping score. Morning. I like to say hi even if they don't say hi back. Usually. Am I looking in focus? I think so, but give it another touch. I think I might go back on. Sorry. Now the gimbal's really confused. Why'd you point me at the sky? Come on, gimbal, swing around. There we go. Good gimbal. There, that's more pointing straight ahead. Finally. It's only supposed to be partly cloudy today, so it's not actually cloudy at the moment. It just has that feel because of the fog. Although I guess technically fog is a cloud, just ground hugging cloud. Odd to see a car over there. I didn't know there was a road there. Odd. Oh, dog number 4. Morning. Dog and jogger. Downtown is over there. I better look up here. There's a bit of an opening in the trees. There you go. Downtown. Over there. Take my word for it. Surveyor's Monument. Pine Island over there. You don't go over there, they don't clear any of the paths over there during the winter. be fast enough to be breathing a little harder than sometimes. But I can still talk, so not really out of breath. It's just working a little harder than sometimes because the paths are nice and clear. All right, up here we will turn to the north and go down the east side of the lake. Getting lighter all the time, as you can see. I'm still in focus. Broad Street Bridge over there, that's a snowplow with that color light, the blue one, or snow removal equipment of some sort. Might not be a plow, might be a truck. It's a plow. They are plowing residential streets the next couple of weeks. They come to ours next week. Next Thursday, I guess. It's like people in the parking lot. I bet you that's the old guys I usually run into on these walks, forming up. I'm a bit earlier than sometimes. Broad Street Bridge. If you went to the right there, you'd end up down at the university, another half hour. There's the lake. And there's the bridge. Oh, and here they come. I'm sure that's the old guys.
Try to get the park good. Morning.
Morning. Alrighty, I'll go down by the marina. Oof! Ah! Pile of snow there I didn't see because of the lack of contrast. Pull down my face mask a little. So the wind will be behind me now. Along here because I can't quite see what's on the ground. Being a kind of a spooky dawn twilight here, dawn's early light. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? You can see some, especially when everything's white. It's quite a bit of light, feels like. Up here's the Bar Willow restaurant, and Lake Taco, the takeout stand for summertime use. Okay, on we go. Marina over there, as in boat slips, boat dock. This is downhill, so I'll be more careful. Down by the rowing club and the couple of boat clubs down here, I think, organizations. But their boats are all put away for the winter, except for this one, which is a Wascana Center boat for official duties out on the lake. It'll sit there all winter. Still nobody has said hello this morning. Unless, like I said, I've accidentally got my comments hidden, which is possible. If that's the case, I'm sorry I haven't said hello. I'm afraid to poke at it because I might. Well, maybe I could. Oh, there we go. See, that's exactly what happened. Somebody did say hello. I don't know when, but hello, Ben. Don't know how long ago you said that, but hello. That's exactly what was going on. I only discovered recently that that could happen, so. Okay, quick look at the lake. Downtown is behind the fog in that direction. There's a bit of open water there. I don't know why. There's some sort of warm outflow. There's the legislative building through the fog on the other side. My house is that way. In the summertime, there's a fountain in this pond. That's a little scenic lookout, so you can come up from up above, and it points directly at the east end of the legislative building over there. Well, this has been nicely clear. Last time I came along, it had been blowing and it hadn't been cleared, and there was pretty thick snow along here, but it's been nicely plowed out since then. Lake. It's not always this pretty. We don't always have hoarfrost 3 days in a row, but when we do, it's lovely. If you like that kind of Christmas card, look. It's fine up to a point. Give it a few more weeks and it'll all be ready for it to go away, and it won't go away. If we had a really early melt, it would be March. I do remember back in the 80s, one year where the snow melted really early. It was very dry. We were having a drought, and this was in Weyburn. And it was like 80 degrees Fahrenheit in April. That was before people tried to pin every single weather anomaly on climate change. It was just weather. It was very, very warm. In fact, through most of the 80s, snow was quite thin on the ground down in Weyburn. Maybe not every year, but I remember it that way. It just varies. Last year there wasn't much snow compared to this. This year it seems like we're getting, like even last night it wasn't supposed to snow, but we got a dusting of it. HMCS Queen over there, the Queen building, actually a landlocked ship, belongs to the Navy, where the naval cadets hang out. There's Willow Island to my left. Holes in the trees, so you can look out on the lake from this bench here. Over crossing the bridge, under which we will be going again in about 20 minutes from here. Somebody's been on the ice there, footprints, and I don't think they're animal tracks. Could be a snowshoer. There's no reason to go out there without snowshoes because the snow's deep enough it'd be a real pain. Slow going, and ice underneath. Wouldn't worry about it breaking though. It's thick right now. You can drive on it. People do to go ice fishing. Not on Wascana Lake, that would be pointless, but other lakes. Drive your truck out onto the lake, set up your little hut, drill a hole, and drink. Oh, fish, I mean. Never appealed to me. I have been in an ice fishing hut back in Weyburn days, but not since then. I went out and took pictures for the newspaper, I think. It's probably why I was out there. Only time I've driven on a lake, and even though I knew it was perfectly safe, it still seemed like a weird thing to do. These are probably some of the same walkers I met on the opposite side of the lake. Morning.
Morning.
Shortage of pretty frames I could use for my thumbnail today. As it gets lighter and lighter, although the sun is still several minutes from rising, it shouldn't rise till just about the time I'm finished walking. Let me see. Yeah, it's still 20 minutes away, sunrise officially, and I should be about 20 minutes from home, so pretty close. Parking lot that has an important scene in it in my Shards of Excalibur fantasy series, young adult fantasy series, which starts right here when there's water, not ice. the Lady of the Lake from King Arthur shows up right there and sends a couple of teenagers on a quest to find the scattered shards of Excalibur around the world before Merlin can. And he's a bad guy in the book. And his modern day guise is that of a kind of a tech billionaire, Rex Major, which of course means High King in Latin, which is his ambition. Ooh, it all ties together. He's so smart. It's funny. I was reading some other author was talking about they'd seen a review of a book, and the review was complaining because it just felt like the author was making it up as they went along. And every author's thinking, what do you think authors do? We make it up. As we go along, we might have a plan, but you're still making it up as you go along. Well, there's the first two dogs I saw, I think. There they are again. Hello again. It's a bit thicker off on the right side of the path. Not cleared as well. College building over there. Original home of what was then Regina College, University of Regina it became. Renovated not too long ago. Should be good for another 100 years. Beauty. It's like an enchanted wood today for sure. Only there was a fawn. Petrified. Mr. Tumnus, where are you? Well, we wouldn't want the White Witch to show up. Totally her kind of weather. Again, those lights over there are the Wascana rink, outdoor skating rink. Marked by that in the first part of the walk, if you're just joining me now, if you want to go take a look. Walker. Morning. No color in the sky yet, so I guess it is basically cloudy at the moment. Another walker. Morning. Up there's where the new pool is being built. That won't see any use for a little bit. gazebo. I have performed there and been to a wedding there once upon a time. The wedding didn't last, but the gazebo's still there. I mean, the marriage didn't last, but the gazebo's still there. Almost back to the bridge. It's not going to change temperature-wise much today. I think it's minus 17. It's supposed to go to minus 15. So, morning. On the edge over there. I thought we might get some color in the sky as we got to the end of the walk here, but it doesn't look like it. It must be the haze and clouds just thick enough to stop that. Not brighter than where it was on the other side of the lake. That enchanted wood there. Could be anything in there. White walkers. Just waiting to leap out. The hoarfrost means you can't see through the trees, which really aren't very deep, but deep enough with hoarfrost on them that it could be an impenetrable forest. Well, they're a little widely spaced for impenetrable, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And for here, it's about 10 minutes back to the house. Probably less than 10 minutes. Speaker's corner up there with the lamppost glowing still. Those lamps came from Speaker's Corner in London originally. I'm going to take one last look back at the lake here, but really no sign of sunrise. It's happening, but the clouds are too thick for there to be any color. And of course, here's the bridge again. You can see there's quite a breeze blowing, so it was quite sharp walking directly into that at the start of the walk. Say goodbye to the lake for another week. Back through the tunnel. I'll take my hood down, start cooling off a bit. The willow trees are always cool with the hoarfrost on them. Duck. This is Harrington Mews, where Wally Knight lives in the aforementioned Shards of Excalibur books. Which are now available, by the way, in a new omnibus ebook edition. You can get all 5 of them for $9.99 Canadian, $7.99 US. All 5, a complete YA fantasy series for $7.99 US, $9.99 Canadian, and various other prices depending on where you're buying it. But it's available everywhere. That sells ebooks pretty much. There are also audiobooks, which are really good, narrated by Elizabeth Klett. They're available only on Audible at the moment. One of my many to-do list things is to make them out available more widely, but I'm not there yet. And there's new print editions, if you like print. And if you order them directly from shadowpawpress.com, you get a deal on the complete set in print as well. So, I personally recommend them highly. I should probably do a quick snow clear again as soon as I get back. Won't be very hard because it's just light fluffy stuff that fell overnight. We'll see what it looks like when I get back. Almost there. I start to slow down when I get closer to home, and that's when you start thinking, that was a brisk walk for an hour. Perhaps not walking for a bit will be nice. Angus Crescent. And go through the alley, which was dark when we came the other way. It's even pretty. Even the alleys are pretty. Well, Wolf Bro knew that. He's a local artist that's famous for painting Regina alleys. Often in the snow, but not necessarily. Sometimes in the fall or the summer. We have two of his paintings, actually. Some of our favorites. And we know Wolf. Met him well enough to say hi over the years. That's Davin School, directly ahead where my daughter went. And now it's just a short turn to the left. Do the hokey pokey. Or maybe it's the time warp. Hoarfrost on the willows is always interesting. Okay, let's stop here. So thanks for walking with me. And I'll be back sometime. Sometimes I don't do it on Saturday, but we'll see. Bye for now.